Hey coin collectors and treasure hunters! Have you ever come across a 1983 quarter and wondered if it's worth more than its face value? Well, you might be holding on to something valuable. In today's video, we're diving deep into the history, key details, and circulated value of the 1983 Washington quarter. Make sure to watch till the end to find out if your quarter is worth more than just 25 cents. The 1983 quarter is part of the long-running Washington quarter series, which started in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington. The design, created by sculptor John Flanagan, features a left-facing portrait of Washington on the obverse, along with the words, "Liberty," and "In God We Trust." Flip the coin over, and you'll see an eagle with spread wings clutching arrows and an olive branch, symbolizing strength and peace. Above the eagle, we see the words, "United States of America," and "E Pluribus Unum," with quarter dollar at the bottom. In 1983, the Washington quarter was struck at two major U.S. mint locations: Philadelphia, marked with a P, Denver, marked with a D. Unlike some other years, no proof versions were minted in San Francisco in 1983. That means there are no S mint-marked proof quarters from this year. Alright, let's talk about the value of a circulated 1983 quarter. Since these coins were heavily used in daily transactions, finding them in high grades is rare. In average circulated condition, a 1983 quarter is generally worth 25 to 50 cents, slightly above face value due to collector demand. However, if you have a well-preserved, near-uncirculated coin, it can be worth between $3 and $10 now. Here's where things get interesting. If your 1983 quarter is in uncirculated condition, graded MS65 or higher, it can be worth $20 to $50 or more. Some even sell for hundreds of dollars, especially if they have unique errors. Speaking of rare finds, error coins from 1983 can be quite valuable. Here are some of the most sought-after errors to look for. Some 1983 quarters show doubling on letters and numbers, especially in God We Trust and Liberty. These can sell $4 100 or more depending on the strength of the doubling. If your 1983 quarter is misaligned, leaving part of the design missing, it could be worth $50 to $500, depending on how dramatic the error is. Some quarters were accidentally struck on incomplete blanks, creating a missing section on the coin's edge. These can fetch $20 to $100 at auctions. Although rare, some 1983 Philadelphia quarters might be missing their mint mark. If you find one, it could be worth a significant premium now. How can you tell if your 1983 quarter is valuable? Here are some quick tips. Coins from Denver, D, and Philadelphia, P, can have varying values. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling, off-center strikes, or clipped edges. The fewer scratches and marks, the higher the value. Uncirculated coins bring in more money. A standard quarter should weigh 5.67 grams. If yours is significantly different, it might be an error coin. If you think you have a valuable 1983 quarter, where can you sell it? Here are some options: eBay, Etsy, or specialized coin forums. Local coin shops can evaluate and offer you a price. Rare quarters can fetch high prices at auctions like heritage auctions. If your coin looks valuable, consider getting it graded by PCGS or NGC for an official certification. So, is your 1983 quarter worth more than 25 cents? It all depends on its condition and any unique errors. If you've got a near-mint coin or an error variety, you could be sitting on a hidden treasure. The 1983 Washington quarter is part of the long-running Washington quarter series, which was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington. The coin's design was created by sculptor John Flanagan, and it has remained a staple of American currency for decades. Unlike some other years, the 1983 Washington quarter is unique because no official mint sets were issued that year. This has made high-quality, uncirculated 1983 quarters harder to find, increasing their demand among collectors. Features a left-facing portrait of George Washington. The word "Liberty" is placed above Washington's head. In God We Trust, *** is written on the left side. The mint year, 1983, is at the bottom. Shows a majestic bald eagle with its wings spread. The eagle is clutching a bundle of arrows, symbolizing strength. Below the arrows is an olive branch, representing peace. The inscriptions, "United States of America," and "E Pluribus Unum," appear above the eagle. The denomination, quarter dollar *** is written at the bottom. In 1983, Washington quarters were produced at two U.S. mint locations: Philadelphia Mint, P***. No mint sets were made, So high-quality versions are rare. Denver Mint, D, ***. Millions were struck, but finding uncirculated ones is challenging unlike some other years. San Francisco did not produce proof sets in 1983, making mint-condition coins from Philadelphia and Denver even more desirable. Since these quarters were heavily used in daily transactions, finding one in excellent condition today is rare. While most 1983 quarters are only worth face value in circulated condition, higher-grade versions and era coins can be much more valuable. The 1983 quarter remains a favorite among collectors due to its scarcity in uncirculated condition and the absence of official mint sets that year. 1984 quarter dollar in your change and wondered if it's worth more than 25 cents? Thinking face well today, we're diving deep into the circulated value of this coin and uncovering rare variations that could be hiding in plain sight. Stay tuned, because you might be holding a valuable piece of history in your pocket. The 1984 Washington Quarter was part of the long-running Washington Quarter series, first introduced in 1932 to honor the first U.S. President, George Washington. This coin was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, P, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. The San Francisco Mint produced only proof coins, while the other 2 were made for circulation. Composition ** 91.67% copper, 8.33% nickel. Diameter ** 24.26 mm. Weight ** 5.67 grams. In circulated condition, the 1984 quarter is still commonly found in pocket change. Since it's not made of silver, its base metal value remains low. But does that mean it's worthless? Let's take a look at its market value. Normal circulated condition ** 25 to 50 cents. Well-preserved AU, almost uncirculated. Condition ** $1 to $3 uncirculated. Mint state. Condition ** $5 to $20. But wait. There are certain era coins and high-grade examples that can fetch much higher prices. Now, this is where things get exciting. There are some rare errors and high-grade coins from 1984 that collectors are willing to pay top dollar for. Let's check them out. This error occurs when the coin's design is struck twice slightly off, causing a doubling effect. Coins with a strong DDO can sell for $50 to over $500 depending on condition. If the design is misaligned, it becomes a collectible error. The value depends on how off-center the strike is. A 10% off-center might bring $20, but a 50% off-center can go for $100 or more. This happens when a part of the metal sheet was cut incorrectly before the coin was struck. Depending on the size of the missing section, it can fetch $30 to $200. Most quarters from 1984 are common, but a Philadelphia minted quarter in MS65 or higher condition can be worth $50 to $300. So, how can you check if you have a valuable 1984 quarter? Follow these steps. Look for the mint mark P, Philadelphia, D, Denver, or S, San Francisco. Check for errors like doubling, off-center strikes, or clipped planchets. Examine the condition. Coins with sharp details and minimal wear are worth more. Use a coin microscope or magnifier to inspect tiny details. To get the best price, consider having your coin graded by PCGS or NGC. A certified high-grade quarter can bring in serious money. While most 1984 quarters are still worth just 25 cents, some rare errors and high-grade examples can be worth hundreds of dollars. Always check your change, and who knows? You might be holding a hidden treasure. The 1984 Washington Quarter is part of the long-running Washington Quarter series, which was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first President of the United States. The original design was created by John Flanagan, and it remained largely unchanged until 1999, when the 50-state quarters program was introduced. The Washington Quarter replaced the Standing Liberty Quarter, which was in circulation from 1916 to 1930. It was initially meant to be a one-year commemorative coin, but due to its popularity, it became a permanent design. The design features George Washington's profile on the obverse and an American eagle with outstretched wings on the reverse. By 1984, the Washington Quarter had already been in circulation for over 50 years, and millions of these coins were produced for everyday transactions. The 1984 quarter was minted at 3 U.S. mint facilities: Philadelphia, P, mint *, no mint mark, mintage, 676,545,000, Denver, D, mint *, D, mint mark, mintage, 546,483,064, San Francisco, S, mint ***S. Mint mark, proof coins only, mintage, 3,065,110, composition ***, 91.67% copper, 8.33% nickel, weight ***, 5.67 grams, diameter ***, 24.26 millimeters. Unlike earlier Washington quarters minted before 1965, which were made of 90% silver, the 1984 quarter is a clad coin with a copper nickel. Composition ***. This change was made in 1965 due to rising silver prices, making earlier silver quarters more valuable today. By 1984, the U.S. economy had fully transitioned to non-silver coins, and these quarters became a common sight in everyday transactions. They were used for vending machines, parking meters, and small purchases. However, because of their high mintage, most 1984 quarters in circulated condition remain worth only face value, 25 cents. While most 1984 quarters are common, certain mint errors and high-grade versions can be valuable. Some notable varieties include some 1984 quarters show doubling on letters like Liberty or In God We Trust. Coins struck off-center can be worth $50 to $200, depending on severity. Some quarters were struck on incomplete planchets, making them collectible. The 1984 Washington quarter is a widely circulated coin that holds historical significance as part of the Washington Quarter series. While most of these coins remain common, collectors still seek high-grade specimens and rare errors that can be worth hundreds of dollars. 1977 quarter dollar. Is it valuable? Could you be holding a rare gem in your pocket change? Let's find out. The 1977 quarter dollar is part of the Washington Quarter series, first introduced in 1932. These quarters were originally made of 90% silver, but due to rising silver prices, the U.S. Mint switched to a copper-nickel composition in 1965. By 1977, these quarters were purely made of a copper-nickel clad over a pure copper core. The design features George Washington on the obverse, while the reverse showcases a majestic bald eagle with outstretched wings. This quarter was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia quarters have no mint mark, the Denver quarters have a small D below the date, and the San Francisco quarters have an S, but we'll get to why that's important later. Let's talk about mintage numbers. The U.S. Mint produced over 348 million quarters in Philadelphia, 256 million in Denver, and 3.2 million proof coins in San Francisco. That means the 1977 quarter is common, but some special variations can be worth big money. Now, here's the big question. How much is a 1977 quarter worth in circulated condition? Since most of these quarters have been in circulation for decades, they usually show wear and tear. A typical circulated 1977 quarter is worth around 25 to 50 cents, meaning it's mostly just face value. However, if you find one in better condition, it could be worth a little more. A 1977 quarter in extremely fine, EF40, condition can be worth around $1 to $3. If you find one in mint state, 65 or higher, it could be worth $10 to $20, but only if it has minimal scratches and a shiny, well-defined surface. Here's where things get exciting. Error coins can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Let's check out some rare 1977 quarter errors to watch for. If you see doubling on Liberty or In God We Trust, you might have a valuable double die obverse coin worth up to $150 or more. If your quarter was struck off center, it could be worth anywhere from $20 to $200, depending on how much of the design is missing. If your quarter has a smooth edge with no ridges, it might be a rare mint error worth $50 or more. Now, let's talk about the San Francisco Mint proof quarters. These were struck for collectors and have a much shinier, mirror-like finish. A standard 1977 S proof quarter is worth around $3 to $5, but if it's graded PR 69 or PR 70, it could be worth up to $50 or more. So, is the 1977 quarter worth keeping? If you find one in circulation, it's mostly just face value. But if you have a mint state, proof, or error version, you could have a valuable collector's item. Always check your coins carefully, and who knows, you might be holding a hidden gem. Are you a coin collector? Have you ever found a rare 1977 quarter? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to for more awesome coin videos. See you in the next one. Happy collecting!